I'm apologizing for hydrating my lips and getting that beautiful color. All right, so we started out with my favorite lip color. Now we're gonna give you my favorite hair treatment. This is Moremo, which means more moisture. This is a treatment that is unlike anything else because it addresses the 7 most common problems with your hair. Correct me if I'm wrong. Do you struggle with dryness? Do you struggle with breakage on your hair? How does that make you feel? Does it make you feel self-conscious? Does it make you feel like you can't do anything with your hair? Your hair's a lost cause? How about the dullness? How about split ends? If it gets in tangles like you see in the before, just lack of shine and lack of moisture. If you're fighting with your hair and you're hearing that snap, crackle, pop, I want you to use this treatment. It is a mask, so you're gonna shampoo like normal, and then a couple times a week, or when you feel like you need it, without all the yuckies, no sulfates, no mineral oils, you are gonna put this into your hair instead of your shampoo, and you're gonna leave it on. Leave it on for maybe 5 to 10 minutes. When you rinse it out, the shine, the manageability, the luster, the feeling of your hair feels so much healthier. So if you feel like you've got perfectly healthy, gorgeous, shiny hair, then you don't need this. But if you're like most of us and you're using chemicals on your hair, you're spraying your hair, you're using hot tools, you're teasing it, this is a game changer. Today's event price, $25 for this huge tub. I mean, how many ounces is this? This is almost 12 ounces, and a little bit goes a long way because it's very concentrated, and it is to die for with the smell. Like, you're gonna feel like you just stepped out of a 5-star spa and you got the most amazing treatment. You got like skincare for your hair, basically. It's $8.33 to get it home. And Chelsea, correct me if I'm wrong, our hair is made up of like proteins, right? So this actually has 6 protein complexes in it. So it essentially is what our hair wants because it recognizes that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think you said it beautifully, Valerie. Moremo has quickly become one of the most famous hair care brands in the United States because they really think about hair differently, to your point. Your hair is made up of protein and keratin. You also need to get moisture back in the hair. So every time you brush your hair, I do this because I think about all the breakage around the hairline from hot tools and straightening irons. Well, Moremo, which you said earlier means more moisture, is a group of scientists that think and know and understand that when you put the right amount of keratin, protein, and moisture back into the hair, you can change any hair to look more youthful, to look fuller, to look thicker. And so whether you have baby fine hair or if you have really, really thick coarse hair, you guys can benefit from using Repair 7. It is dramatically going to change the difference in your hair. So all you have to do is look in the mirror and say to yourself, or even just touch your hair as you're looking at Patsy, Valerie, and say, is my hair dry? Does it feel dry? Does it look like it's breaking and getting thinner? Does it look dull? Does the hair color look off? Do I have split ends and the hairdresser's always cutting it? Tangles when you get out of the shower. If you take a look at Patsy, that's one application, Valerie, and look at her hair color. Look at the shine, the volume, the health to the hair, because it's giving your hair, like you said, the food, the nutrition that it needs in perfect balance to actually look healthier, feel healthier, and act more manageable.
I think, I feel like last year, everybody struggled. We struggled because we were used to going to the salon. We were used to getting our blowouts. We were used to getting, you know, our hair done. And then everything came to a screeching halt. And we were sort of self-reliant on taking good care of our hair, but we didn't know where to start. And Moremo is the answer, it really is. And this tub is such a great deal because a little tiny bit goes a long way. It smells absolutely magical. But what it does to your hair, I mean, I would honestly, I would buy this tub for 2 or 3 times the price, 4 times the price, because it really does address all of those signs of aging on our hair or damage on our hair. It's that dryness, that brittleness. You know, there's sometimes, Chelsea, I'll be like, I'll brush my hair and I'll look at the brush and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'll look at the floor. Snap, crackle, pop, everything's just, you know, it just feels brittle, feels like straw. So when I feel like that, and I don't let my hair get to that point anymore because I trust Moremo, but if you're there, if you're looking and you're not gonna see your colors for a while. You're not gonna get that blowout. You're noticing that your highlights and lowlights look dull. Maybe the gray is starting to look yellow or dingy. Try this, you guys. The very first time you use it, you will instantly feel the difference. Just shampoo like normal, but replace your conditioner a couple times a week or as needed, because some of us don't have that much styling, with this product, and leave it on for 5 to 10 minutes. I'll shave my legs, I'll do the things, you know, sometimes I'll even, you know, if I'm gonna take a bath or something, I'll do all that first, and then I'll go do a couple, it's easy in the routine. $8.33 gets it home. Free shipping and handling. If you're creating like little self-care gifts for somebody, maybe it's a caregiver or a teacher or a social worker or someone in law enforcement, like this is for everybody. Anybody that has hair on their head that is aging, right? Or even if you're younger and you damage your hair because you're coloring it excessively. Maybe you do those box colors and you're like, oh my gosh, I ruined it. Maybe you're using hot tools every day. You're putting lots of spray, lots of teasing. This is with one application. It even helps reduce the tangles as well, which I love. So giving you that moisture, that shine. And to me, Chelsea, hair is our crown of glory. So when it starts to look somewhere where we don't feel good about it, we put a hat on. We pull it back in a ponytail. You know, we don't show it off and it doesn't look healthy or feel good. This is the way that you can have beautiful, shiny, healthy looking hair all the time.
Yeah, listen, I mean, Moremo has become so popular. And if you guys love and know and use Miracle 10, which is our best-selling hair care product, this is her sister. So Miracle 10, you're using in the shower a couple of times a week. This is what I use on alternate days. In fact, it is called a mask and a hair treatment, but I actually use it as my daily conditioner because it's so light. It has no sulfates, no parabens, no mineral oils. You're going to have this tub for a couple of months. Take a little bit. That's all you need. And you're going to go root to end. Even on really baby fine hair, you can see in my hair, I just did it this morning, the shine, the health, the bounce is going to put back into your hair. You know, we're abusive on our hair. We're literally just putting those hot tools on. We're not putting the right ingredients back into the hair. Moremo has a very unique protein complex, not one, but 6 different types of proteins with moisture that hydrates, that detangles in the shower. Look at Patsy's hair, look at the shine, look at the lift. I'm telling you, this is a game changer. You know how passionate I get about this, Valerie, because I really feel like Moremo can change your hair in one shampoo in the shower. You literally get in, put it in root to end. The smell is intoxicating. It's so good. Everybody wants the fragrance, but it's all about the results. Less frizz, less damage, less breakage. There's no styling products in my hair. Your hair is like literally just shiny, healthy, thicker looking, and more beautiful every time you use it. So I know sometimes you're looking at a tub of conditioner and it's like, what's it really going to do for me? But I'm telling you, it's so unique in its ingredients. If you take it home, the first thing I want you to do is look at the back of the bottle, Valerie, because you're going to see wheat protein, whey protein, soy protein, all these ingredients that get into that hair shaft and literally help to smooth it out so the hair doesn't look frizzy, dry, or damaged. That's why we love it so much. And the smell, Val.
The smell is amazing. Like, you're gonna have a hard-pressed time not like, you know, putting this all over your body. I will say it's very thick, but it will not weigh down your hair. I wanted to point that out. So a little bit does go a long way. If you have short hair, you're not using any more than this. If you have long hair like me, maybe a couple more little dabs in there will do you, but you're getting nearly a 12-ounce tub. And I'm gonna just put this onto my hand because I just wanna show you guys. It's like skincare for your hair. I mean, look at this. You're not worried about anything being greasy or heavy. And look, you can see I wiped off my Heart and Soul lipstick and it's still just a little bit there because it just doesn't want to leave me. If you guys want this, the Moremo 7 hair treatment, it addresses the 7 most commonly problems that we have with our hair, including that dryness and that dullness and the breakage. Try it out. $8.33 gets it home. And don't forget, we give you 30 days to try anything out. So if hair has been your issue or someone you know and you love, tell them and recommend and get them Moremo. All right, remember the